Should Texas Tech be worried about K-State? Those of you who are listening on podcast, which, by the way, the show is now on all your audio platforms where you get your podcasts, so you can check that out as well. But John asks, should Tech be worried about K-State? Well, isn't this a suddenly very interesting question? You guys are going to know the answer to this when you see my power rankings, that I have done a bit of a 180 on K-State, okay? We have hit the point. I'm going to give you a K-State take to start the show. I try very hard to stray away from that because if it's warranted, I will talk about K-State, but I never want to be accused of being too much of a homer here. But I do think this is very interesting now all of a sudden, especially right before I come on, we get the news about Will Hammond, Texas Tech's backup quarterback. He's out for the year with an ACL. So Baron Morton is expected to start, and according to Joey McGuire, could have started this past Saturday. Baron Morton should start in Manhattan, but he's already been knocked out of 3 games this year. This is very interesting. Tech is a 6.5-point favorite. And if Baron Morton plays healthily the entire game, Tech should definitely be, about I would say a 7 to 10-point favorite. But K-State is not the same team you saw the first month of the year. And it took me a really long time to come around to that, where I was being too negative. I mean, you guys, anyone that listens to my 3 Mile podcast, I've been getting killed for the last week for being too negative. All of us have. None of us thought that they would beat Kansas, and instead they turn around and beat Kansas 42-17. Avery Johnson had like a 92 PFF grade. PFF has him as the 8th best quarterback in the country over the last month. The first month of the season, K-State played like legitimately potentially the worst Power 4 team in the country. They are not that anymore. Since the UCF game, they beat UCF by multiple scores. They had a 14-point lead and the ball on Baylor in the fourth quarter and blew it. They beat TCU by 2 scores, and they just won at Kansas by 25. So they are a much different team than they were. This looks a lot more like the team that people thought was going to win the league at the beginning of the year. Think Kansas last year. That's what this is. Okay, I am not here to tell you I think K-State's going to rip off the rest of the season unbeaten and get to Arlington by winning the tiebreakers. But what I do think they are is 2024 Kansas. 2024 Kansas asked BYU how dangerous 2024 Kansas was. Like, I think that's the scenario you're looking at. Thank you, the old barn cat go. It's Harley Day. Hey, I didn't even realize that. All right, we got Harley Day. There's going to be Harleys riding around. I mean, that is something that gets the fans a little more fired up. But 2:30 kickoff, and this is a fan base that has been starved for a big game this year. The Iowa State game got taken from them and put in Ireland, so you don't have that as a home game. And the season started so awfully. I mean, the first home game, they need a last-second drive just to beat North Dakota. Then you lose to Army, right? Then it's a UCF game that, like, you know, okay, hey, TCU was fun, but now this is like, hey, we've got a team that we know is a big deal. They're coming into town. It's 2:30. It's Big Fox. We're playing lights out. If there's one thing you can do to rally K-State fans around a cause, it's beat the hell out of Kansas. And that just happened last week. So you're going to get, point being here, a revved up crowd on Saturday. And Texas Tech also has struggled mightily against K-State. They have lost 8 straight. There was a 1-year reprieve with Patrick Mahomes there, and I believe it is 12 of 13 that Texas Tech has lost to K-State. So as much as we talk about K-State just beat Kansas for the 17th straight year, K-State has beaten Texas Tech 12 out of the last 13 times they have played. So all that to say, yes, I do think that this will be a very interesting game. I think it is losable for Texas Tech. I would not predict that, but I think it is losable for Texas Tech, and a lot of it's going to hinge on, can they keep their quarterback healthy? Can they keep their quarterback healthy? I do like this. It's the Matt Wells Revenge Bowl. Yeah, Tech fans, all you Tech fans who rubbed it in K-State fans' faces. Oh, see, this is what happens when you hire Matt Wells. Oh, you guys, we tried to tell you. He kicks field goals on second down. My God, if I had a dime for every Texas Tech fan that has been in my mentions so far this year talking about a field goal on second down, I'd have enough money that I could just quit this YouTube show. I wouldn't have to do it anymore. I could quit my day job too. Yeah, I'm aware of the second down field goal, you guys. Matt Wells revenge game. Matt Wells revenge game. Matt Wells revenge game. That's funny. Thank you, L. Weiss, TTU. Look, in all seriousness, it should be a fun week. I am happy that K-State's at least getting a fun week of build-up here after what this season has been, to go beat your rival the way that they did, and then to have the setup to an actual meaningful Big 12 game that could be meaningful in the Big 12 title race. I'm just really happy that that's going to happen. But yes, look, Tech has a lot of injuries. Terrence Carter, their tight end, who has 5 touchdown catches this year. He didn't play last week. Skylar Gill-Howard's out for the season. A lot of injuries. Tech fans, you can correct me if I'm wrong. Did I see that Jacob Rodriguez went out for a little bit and then came back in? I mean, that's happened a couple times this year. It doesn't seem like it's a huge deal. But Tech is getting a little beat up. And the Will Hammond thing, that's a big deal. That's a big deal.